Is there a tension with the research and the writing?
I think that for me, the tension is allowing or forcing myself to stop doing research. History is so full of interesting little detours, and you can get involved in going off on a detour and spend a couple of weeks over there. And I have to sometimes force myself to stop. It's kind of like doing. Have you ever done any family research, genealogical research? My experience, I did a book about my family history, and in that I had to stop because I could see that it could eat up the rest of my life. It's so interesting. And with Seneca Village, the same thing. I had to get to the end of that book because I could see that if I didn't just cut it off, I could spend the rest of my life writing about these characters I had invented. They were interesting to me. I fell in love with them. One of the characters, I was writing from names and occupations I found in the census records. And one of them was a boy who was about 10 years old when I first encountered him. So I wrote a couple of poems about him as a boy, and I really liked him. So then I wrote a couple poems about him as a young man. And then I started thinking, so what would happen to him? And I thought, well, maybe he'll go west, and maybe he'll wind up in California. So I wrote some poems in which he is going to California, and then he's in San Francisco, and I could have gone on writing his whole rest of his life. And then I had him disappear in San Francisco because I didn't want to be that caught up in his life.
Would you say